Hello everyone. Today we'll be learning about BPPV, how to diagnose and how to treat. BPPV is usually caused by autocorneal debris getting lodged within canal or cupula of semicircular canals, accordingly called as canalolithiasis or cupulolithiasis. In this video, we will be dealing with canalolithiasis of posterior and horizontal semicircular canal, how to diagnose and how to treat them by using CRM, canalith repositioning maneuver. A patient with BPPV usually complains of illusory sensation of motion of either self or surrounding, which are repetitive, rotational, and spinning type, often associated with vertigo, nausea, and vomiting, while rolling over in bed, looking upward, bending forward, or turning head sideways. In this condition, BPPV would be the primary diagnosis, but other differentials that may mimic BPPV are Meniere's vestibular migraine, perilymphatic fistula, posterior stroke, demyelinating disorders, anxiety and panic disorder, postural hypotension, and cervicogenic vertigo. This needs to be ruled out before labeling the patient as peripheral vertigo. Posterior semicircular BPPV usually diagnosed with Dix-Hallpike test and treated by using Epley's or Semont maneuver. Before doing the maneuver, patient needs to be familiarized with the test and look for any neck abnormalities or any contraindications. Patient needs to be told regarding the vertigo that may be experienced during the test and may be transient. Needs to be told regarding looking straight towards the examiner and should not close his eyes. Patient needs to be sit towards the head end of the couch, gain the confidence of the patient, make sure that the back and neck are relaxed, turn the head towards the 45-degree towards the side to which being examined, and ask the patient to look straight and not to close the eye. With neck supported, bring back the head such that head is hanging 30-degree below the ground. Now look for vertigo. Usually in PSCC BPPV, there will be a combination of torsional nystagmus with upper pole of eye beating towards the undermost ear and vertically upbeat nystagmus, usually lasting less than 1 minute. Wait till the nystagmus settle down and bring back the patient to the neutral position. How to treat it? Epley's maneuver for posterior semicircular canal BPPV. Patient is made to sit towards the head end of the couch. Explain what is being done. Make sure that the back and neck are relaxed. Turn the head towards 45-degree towards the examiner and get the patient's head 30-degree beneath the ground level. So in this position, the canalolith will traverse into the semicircular canal, such thereby blocking the semicircular canal, causing maximal nystagmus as described earlier. Wait till the nystagmus settle down and turn the head towards the opposite side such that there is a traversing 90-degree traversing of motion such that the head is lying towards opposite side in 45-degree. Now the canalith gradually move towards the non-ampullated end of semicircular canal and then turn the patient head to 135-degree from the neutral. This will cause the canalolith movement gradually towards the utricular end. And the next, make the patient sit with the head onto the right side and then gently turn the head to front and chin down 20-degree. This will cause complete movement of canalith into the utricle, thereby relieving the patient of its symptoms. The other maneuver for treating posterior canal BPPV is Semont's maneuver, which is also called as side-lying liberatory maneuver. Make the patient sit in the center of the bed. Examiner is either made to stand front or back. Turn the head 45-degree towards the opposite side to which opposite side, and then get the head down in side lines. Observe for nystagmus if there is any. Wait in this position till 2 minutes. Get the patient briskly to the opposite side such that the head is facing towards the floor and the chin is touching the floor of the bed. Wait in this position for 30 seconds. This maneuver will cause the canalith from the cupula to be liberated into the utricle, thereby relieving the patient of his symptoms. Now, lateral semicircular canal BPPV, usually diagnosed by supine head roll test and is treated by barbecue 360-degree log roll maneuver and Guffoni's maneuver. Supine head roll test. Make the patient lie down towards the head end of the couch. Explain what is being done. Ask the patient to look straight towards his straight. Gently get the patient's head back onto the supine position. Ask the patient to look straight. Now turn the head towards either side. In this case, the left side. Check for nystagmus. If there is any nystagmus, it will be a horizontally beating nystagmus with brief or no latent period. The nystagmus will be towards the undermost ear with the undermost ear usually lasts less than 1 minute. Wait for about 20 to 30 seconds till nystagmus disappears. Get the patient back into neutral position. Now, barbecue 360-degree log roll maneuver. This maneuver is used to treat horizontal canal BPPV. Start with patient sitting in towards the head end of the couch. Ask the patient to look straight. Get the patient back to supine position. Ask the patient to look straight. Now turn the head to 90 degree towards the side to which the canal is involved. If the left canal is involved, turn the patient's head towards left. If the right is involved, turn the patient's head towards right. Now gently observe for nystagmus and wait till nystagmus disappears. After this, get the patient's head in the series of 90 degree each for about 3 steps such that the head is rotated towards the unaffected side. This will cause the canalith, which is blocked in the horizontal canal, to be liberated towards the ampulated end and thereby dislodging the canalith into the utricle, causing relieving of the symptoms. Another method to treat horizontal canal is Guffoni's maneuver. In this maneuver, make the patient sit in the center of the couch. Ask the patient to look straight. With the patient looking straight, get the patient's head towards the side to which the canal is involved and ask the patient to look straight. Wait for 30 seconds. Then the patient's head is turned 45 degree downwards, that is towards the side the canal is involved, and ask the patient to look straight and wait for 2 minutes in this position. After 2 minutes, get the head back to sitting position and bring back this head to neutral position. This will liberate the otolith membrane or the canalith, which is blocked in the cupula of the horizontal canal, causing it to liberate into the utricle.